Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on, hold on, hold on. We making noise. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on, hold on, hold on. We making noise. Hold on. Hold on. We them boys. Looking for revenge. To do what you couldn't do. Tell Obama that my verses are just like the whips at the end. They bulletproof. -20, we in Pitfield at K's Kitchen in the Canada Goose. Famous as fuck, but I'm still in the cut when they round up the truce. I'm just a sicko, a real sicko when you get to know me, nigga. I let the diss record drop, you was staying right below me, nigga. We must have played it 100 times, you was going to bed. Why would I put on a vest? I expect you to aim for the head. I could've killed you the first time. You don't have to try and say it louder, nigga. Trust me, heard you the first time. It's nothing personal, I would've done it to anyone. And I blame where I came from. And I blame all my day ones. You know Chubbs like Draymond. You better hope not say none. Them boys, they're a handful. Then I hit them with the high line. Chris Breezy with the dance moves. Mo G with the dance moves. Ad Boy with the dance moves. Jimi Hendrix with the solo. Those are strings that you can't pull. Yeah, and I can really dish it out. Come and get it from the source. But fuck with all the word of mouth. Go to state running practice at my house, nigga. What am I about? You gon' really feel it now. I'm out here looking for revenge.
I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Dog. I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Dog. I ride for my niggas. Damn, life so short. Fuck it, I don't wanna go to court. Fuck it, got a budget for the lawyer though. Fuck it, I'm on the run for the month. I'm in the bucket, paid 200 for it. My little nigga stuck and even got me paranoid. I'm getting money, that's in any nigga category. Double M, I got G's out in California. I ride for my niggas, dawg. I ride for my niggas. I slide for my niggas, dawg. I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Dawg. I ride for my niggas.
It bothers me when the guards get to acting like the bras. Guess every team doesn't come complete with niggas like ours. That's why I see no need to compete with niggas like y'all. I just ask that when you see me, you speak up, nigga, that's all. Don't be ducking like you never wanted nothing. It's feeling like rap changed. It wasn't time, it was rugged. Back when if a nigga reached, it was for the weapon. Nowadays, niggas reach just to sell they record. Spaghetti bolognese in the polo lounge. Me and my G from DC, that's how I roll around. Might look like, but we heavy though. You think Drake would put some shit like that? You never know. $1 million meetings in the polo lounge. Me and my man Oliver North, that's how I roll around. Shorty wanna tell me secrets about a rap nigga. I tell that bitch it's more attractive when you hold it down. Kobe about to lose 150 M's. Kobe my nigga, I hate it, had to be him. Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Tell Lucy and I said, fuck it, I'm tearing holes in my budget. Bag her like we in Publix and take her ass out in public. Ordered it up filet, told them butterflies, she'll love it. She used to soda and nuggets, she really just tired thugging. I'm just hitting my pinnacle, you and pussy identical. You like the fucking finish line, we can't wait to run into you. But let me get my mind off that young rich motherfucker getting mine off rap with my niggas.
I ride for my niggas.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull-Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, a.k.a. B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull-Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos. Hit that like button as y'all come in here. Hit the share, subscribe. Hit that Cash App, $ BJ Matthews, $ BJ Matthews for all this great content that we drop on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. Also, our Venmo is at BJ/MTHEWS/1. You guys can show your love by going to our Venmo as well. Or if you guys have either or, you guys can also, last but not least, hit that button that says thanks right below the video. It says thanks. Super stickers and super comments that are available. If you have something that y'all want to drop in the chat box, you guys can definitely do that by you supporting the show and get your membership badges that are available. But let's get it popping. All right, this is a pre-recorded video. So this is not an actual live. I know I've been doing a lot of these, but it is NBA free agency week. And it's, you know what I'm saying, a lot of stuff going around the league. So I'll be doing a series of videos like these, you know, for the next few days. And of course, this is, you know, going to be one of the first ones outside of yesterday's. But big news: Mikal Bridges has been moved to the New York Knicks in a trade from the Brooklyn Nets for picks and Bogdan Bogdanovic. This is something that was reported last night by Woj. It's another Woj bomb, and this kind of, you know, was a move that, you know, was expected by, I guess, more so people from New York than people that, you know what I'm saying, are more the outside and the outskirts. Like I said, basically, if you guys want to know something about if a player is, you know, going to probably be moved, make sure y'all look at the actual circle and the people in that area and the team and the beat writers, and look at those people before you guys look on the outside skirts, unless they're like, you know, real experts, like, you know, real senior insiders like Woj and Shams and Chris Haynes and guys like that. Other than that, y'all should be looking strictly into the circle of a team. And this was a move that was, you know, looked to be moved since last year, according to a lot of people who are Knicks fans and who are Nets fans as well. This is a move, you know, that was going to be eventually going to happen. I mean, you talk about the Knicks and the Nets, who are approximately, from what I know, pretty much a drive across a bridge away from the Barclays Center and to the Madison Square Garden. Of course, one is in Brooklyn, the other one's in Manhattan. So, you know, it's right there in each other's backyard. So Mikal Bridges being moved to the Knicks, he doesn't have to, you know what I'm saying, move out of his home. Looks like he's probably going to be able to stay in his own spot where he's been at for the last couple of seasons. He's not going to have to, you know, make some drastic moves. He's just basically going to be able to stay where he's at. So, you know, congrats to the Mikal Bridges, congrats to the New York Knicks for getting this done. I've been hearing that the Nets are looking to rebuild again after getting off of, you know what I'm saying, Mikal Bridges. You know, I really don't know if it's again, they've been pretty much rebuilding since Kevin Durant and Kyrie left. So I guess they mean getting rid of, you know, more pieces like Ben Simmons and kind of, you know, surround their team around guys like Cam Thomas and, you know, players that are young, just basically going through a whole draft rebuild. Now, of course, the Knicks are looking to, you know, win now. And this is definitely a win now move that they just made to get Mikal Bridges. So I want y'all to actually hear what Woj had to say, who actually dropped the dropped the story yesterday. I want y'all to actually hear what he had to say, you know, on ESPN Countdown. So here we go.
Wednesday, the Knicks have added another former Villanova player to join their other three. Adrian Wojnarowski reports that the Knicks sent a bunch of assets to Brooklyn to acquire Mikal Bridges from the Nets. The Nets get Bogdan Bogdanovic, 4 unprotected first-round picks, a protected first-round pick via the Bucks, an unprotected pick swap, plus a second-rounder.
So basically what they're saying, full-blown rebuild by the Brooklyn Nets. They are officially in rebuild mode. Shout out to my guy, Big Fan Breeze, who's a Nets fan as well. If you guys have not followed him as well, he has his page. You know what I'm saying? He's a Nets fan, probably does the most work when it comes to actually keeping the team updated with their fan base. So go follow him, Big Fan Breezy. Definitely, you know, well-deserved. You are a Nets fan. If you're an NBA person, go and follow my guy, Big Fan Breezy. That's right there on the screen. But let's continue.
For Mikal Bridges. Bridges has been the consummate professional in his career. He's asked to defend the best players on a nightly basis and has improved his scoring over the last 2 seasons. Last year, he averaged nearly 20 points per game, the third highest scoring average by a player with at least 800 defensive matchups against All-Stars. Bridges, with real succinct reaction to the trade on social media, saying simply, "This is crazy, LOL."
Something else, too, before I let Woj go. As y'all can see, a lot of these players, man, they are as shocked as the fan base, of, you know, when they get moved off the team. I saw there was a live or a FaceTime with Mikal Bridges, Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson, who all were teammates at Villanova. And they were all, of course, excited. They didn't know what to expect. But a lot of these players don't even know they're getting moved until like it actually happens, whether it be good or bad. But all right, let me let Woj, the expert talk.
Meanwhile, Josh Hart, one of those Villanova Knicks, expressed his excitement by posting a picture of all 4 former Villanova teammates on a group video chat. Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, Bridges, and Hart, all there. As we mentioned, Adrian Wojnarowski broke this story, and he joins us now on SportsCenter. They really do love those Villanova guys with the Knicks, Woj. How did this come about for New York?
Stan, the Knicks were determined to acquire Mikal Bridges, and they have been gathering up draft assets for years to get into the position to overwhelm somebody with an offer for a player they very much wanted. They didn't do it with Donovan Mitchell 2 years ago, but they did it today for Mikal Bridges. And what the Knicks are doing is trying to load up on big-time two-way wing players to take on the NBA champion Boston Celtics in the East. They get one with Mikal Bridges, and now they'll try to re-sign OG Anunoby, to bring back against the Celtics next year a group that can certainly score and, more importantly, guard.
I want to let Woj go a little bit more, but he said something right here. He just said it. He said right now they traded for, Mikal Bridges, and they're looking to keep OG Anunoby. Pay attention to that. I'm going to talk about OG Anunoby in a later video. After the video I have coming out in about, a few hours, I'm going to speak about the OG Anunoby situation, because that was a player, apparently was a person that was a lot of people want to come to the Clippers. But, it looks like since the Knicks have went on and said that Mikal Bridges is up for the task and they're going to get OG Anunoby back, they're going to pay that man a shitload of money to try to keep him around. So that lowers the chances of the Clippers even attaining OG Anunoby. But I'm going to let y'all continue.
That team, but there were other teams who wanted to get at Mikal Bridges. He has been a coveted asset around the league, just one of the really unique, versatile player who just fits anywhere. And now the 4 Villanova players are back together, 2 national championships at Villanova, and now they'll try to win a championship in New York.
So you mentioned Anunoby. He's a free agent. So is Isaiah Hartenstein. What does this mean for him?
Listen, the Knicks are going to be aggressive in keeping OG Anunoby. It's going to be much more difficult, though, now for them to be able to pay and keep Isaiah Hartenstein. They have Mitchell Robinson on their roster, but the marketplace and what's available to Hartenstein out there may beat the Knicks. But certainly they want to bring back OG Anunoby and certainly have the opportunity to do that. But landing Mikal Bridges, in a league where he was, again, coveted in both the Eastern and Western Conference, significant. And if you're the Knicks and you're trying to do a trade with the Nets, you're probably not winning a tiebreaker. You had to overwhelm the others who were pursuing them. And Leon Rose and the Knicks did that tonight. 4 unprotected first-round picks, a pick that they have from Milwaukee in 2025, pick swap, a second round. They paid a steep price to Brooklyn for Mikal Bridges.
So now what's the thinking in Brooklyn now that they have all these picks?
16 first-round picks now in Brooklyn through 2031. They did another deal tonight with the Houston Rockets, I'm told. They got back their own picks from the James Harden trade, and they sent the Rockets 2 of the picks they have from the Phoenix Suns. And now the Nets are in position. Look at the 2025 draft, which is loaded. There is real star power in next year's draft. The Nets have 4 first-round picks potentially in that draft. And, take a look at what their roster may look like. They may be very well competing.
So just look at the players right there, man. Like the Nets get Bogdan Bogdanovic, who obviously is their shooter, 6 picks and 2028 projected draft pick swap. So basically, like I was saying, man, just basically a whole full rebuild. the Nets know they're not going to be able to compete anytime soon. They're not in any type of contention to try to keep anybody worth a fuck because they're looking at like we're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, cut our L's like the Kyrie KD situation. James Harden didn't work out. That experiment didn't work out. They got rid of them and thought they were going to be able to, you know what I'm saying, keep the ball rolling. They lose Jack Vaughn, who was their coach, you know, last year. And they're trying to build around Cam Thomas, who's okay. But it looks like the Nets just basically have a bunch of guys who are trying to, you know, earn a spot. They picked up Dennis Smith Jr., Dorian Finney-Smith, you know, players like that, man. These guys are just basically more so journeymen who are hard workers and stuff like that, but they're not moving no needle for no championship. They say, you know what? They're going to go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying, cut back and, you know what I'm saying, just clean house, let guys go to teams they want to go to, which is commendable. And just basically, like I said, just, get draft picks to, you know what I'm saying, carry their future. But good reporting by Woj as usual. Like I said, he's one of the big time insiders. If you want to get probably the breaking news and, you know, probably the most accurate news, just, you know, look at no farther than the person on the screen. But great reporting by Woj. And yeah, let's continue. So back to what I was saying about the Knicks. They are looking to win now, and based off of what they just made this move, like Woj said, they're looking to basically compete with the Boston Celtics. And the Knicks were a team that really matched up well with Boston. Because obviously if OG Anunoby didn't get hurt, if Jalen Brunson, you know, he got hurt throughout the game, they lost Julius Randle, they lost Mitchell Rob. They lost so many pieces this year. The Knicks are going to be a problem come next year and probably years prior because most of their guys are in their 20s still, mid to late 20s. They can definitely create a dynasty, and I think that's what they're actually looking at. And they saw what the Celtics did with what their core group was, and they said we're the only team that has the, you know, type of talent to really match that. You can, you know, throw Orlando in there, but they're, pretty young. I don't see a team that can really match Boston's personnel with the multiple wings and two-way players. So, of course, you add Mikal Bridges, who's a very, very good two-way player. He's not an elite. He's very good. He can give you probably about between 15, 20 points per game. And he's been the guy who's been responsible for guarding the best players. He did it in Phoenix, where I think he was a top 5 perimeter defender at that time. And he's still a pretty good defender right now. So this is actually a very big win for the New York Knicks. Now, something that Woj actually mentioned also was OG Anunoby on the right. Now, for y'all that do not know, OG Anunoby actually declined his player option last week. And I forgot to mention that. But he actually declined his player option, meaning what? That he's looking to get paid. Now, what I already reported that he was looking to get $35 million around that ballpark. That was not speculation. Like I said, speculation is different from what is actually, you know what I'm saying, the truth. Speculation is that OG Anunoby wants, you know, a bigger role. That's something that was reported him coming out of Toronto. He wants such a big role. He wants to be the second guy. I'm not so sure what he wants as far as the option goes, but let's just say that the speculation is true. The speculation and the money line up one-on-one. If you get more money, you're going to get more of a bigger role. Just that lines up one. So obviously he wants more money. He thinks he wants a bigger role. So let's go with that. So as y'all can see, like I said, he wants a $35 million deal. And they said 2 general managers told me they paid Anunoby $35 million, and that max would be tough because of his injury history. So OG is 26 years old. I've already spoke about it before. He's 26 years old, and he has a huge injury history. But with OG Anunoby's on the court, he's a very, very good two-way player. He actually may be a little bit better than Mikal Bridges as far as defensive-wise. But as far as the score, I'm gonna take Mikal Bridges. But they both, if side by side next to each other, that's a hell of a duo. So you got Jalen Brunson, you got OG Anunoby, you got Mikal Bridges, you got Julius Randle, and then you got Mitchell Robinson in the post. That's a lineup filled with toughness. That's a lineup filled with two-way players. That's a line filled with, you know what I'm saying, great length. That's what you got in that New York Knicks lineup. And something else I wanted to bring up too. now that OG is saying he wants to get paid, there's another team out there that I'm looking at that actually did some more research with, where I feel like he's looking at can possibly give him a deal that he wants, and on top of that, giving him the option that he wants to be the second option. And that team actually, to me personally, would be a team that I could see, you know what I'm saying, that could be a team that possibly can be a team that, you know, he can be end up going to. But I'm gonna get back to it. The Knicks made a very, very big move, and now that you bring these four guys back, Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and then you got Dante DiVincenzo, who's not on the left, is not in this picture. That's a lineup that's filled with toughness and gritty guys. See, to play for the Knicks under Tom Thibodeau, you got to be a certain ilk. That's why I said that Paul George going to New York would not even really that I wasn't really moved by that. He didn't get moved there last year when they had a chance to get him, and I don't think he's getting moved there now because he doesn't fit with the culture in New York. He don't fit under that Tom Thibodeau. Could y'all imagine him being under Tom Thibodeau? Could y'all imagine Tom Thibodeau being Paul George's coach? He's a defensive-minded coach. I mean, that's the last coach I see PG being with, who's gonna run his ass through the ground, who's gonna, you know, make him more injury prone. I don't see him looking to go to that situation. And something else I wanted to bring up too. Oh no, I'm gonna hold off on that. But he wouldn't fit in New York. All right. And that's why he's not getting signed there. So New York's now been scratched off the list for the Paul George sweepstakes. So there's two other teams that's been kind of popping up, and that's the Warriors and of course the Sixers, who are even more taking a step back. But Mikal Bridges fits this team. He fits the culture. He's gonna play hard. He plays both ends. He's durable, right? And he fits around the players that's been on his team. So I think it's a great move. As far as where this puts the Knicks in the Eastern Conference, I feel like the Knicks are now going to be a top 2, top 3 team in the Eastern Conference. I think they're in front of Milwaukee. I think they're in front of Indiana. I think they're in front of, you know what I'm saying, we'll see what happens with Miami. I think they're in front of Miami as well, because I think Miami has the defense and they have the culture. I think New York has the scoring. Especially if Jimmy Butler ends up leaving, which I still don't believe. I have not heard anything deep as far as Jimmy Butler. Of course, there's speculation that Houston's looking to get Jimmy Butler. He's from, you know, close to the Houston area. I mean, it's a possibility. But until I hear a real insider talk about it or somebody who has some type of clout or credibility, I'm not taking it for. I'm going to sit and say that, you know, Jimmy Butler's a Miami Heat for right now. But as far as the Knicks go, this makes them a top 2, top 3 seed for hands down, because you basically build a team of two-way guys with a primetime scorer in Jalen Brunson. See, this is what I was talking about when it comes to star players don't have to do the dirty work. You don't ask your star players to do the dirty work. You actually build a team around the star players so they don't have to do the dirty work. Steph Curry don't have to do the dirty work. He has guys around him to do the dirty work. They have guys who are, you know, utility guys, glue guys that do the dirty work. If you have to ask your star players to do the dirty work, it better damn well be because he wants to do it. But most stars don't want to have to do that because they already have too many hats as it is. They don't want to have to do they want to have players to actually take that pressure off them. So if you're asking your stars to, you know, dive on the floor and get every offensive rebound and extra possessions and protect the rim and run off, like you're doing something that you're taking away something that your star player can be doing otherwise, like scoring the ball and, you know, helping the team out in a better way. So the Knicks are doing it right. They're building a team around Jalen Brunson. I'm not sure what they're going to do with Julius Randle, but from what the looks of it, from what they're talking about, they're looking to keep everybody, bring this team back and not compensate. As far as their, you know, whatchamacallit, their salary cap, they're actually nowhere near the first apron. They still have $20 million before they even hit the first apron. They're over the luxury tax right now, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure I got this correct. So I don't mislead y'all. Oh no, they're not over the luxury tax. They're not over the luxury tax or the first apron. So that they're over the salary cap, which is what most teams operate between the salary cap and luxury tax. So they're right between those two. They're not even above the salary cap. They're not even above the luxury tax yet. They're just right before it. They're at 100. Well, actually, no, they're at. I'm tripping. They're at 156, 154 million for next year. So as y'all see, OG Anunoby had a $19 million deal. He declined that quick, fast, in a hurry because he wants a bigger deal somewhere around that 30, 35 million. So they got rid of Bogdanovich, got him off the books, but now they brought in Mikal Bridges contract, which is 21 million, which is $2 million more, which ain't a big deal. You know, most of the guys are already on contract. All the guys who are pretty much, part of the core, they're on contract. All they got to do is have 14 guys on payroll, and they're good to go. Right now they have 12, so they have to really just sign Hardenstein, Alec Burks, or Precious Achua. So this is where I say small contracts, taking up space, play a part in this. They might go in and just sign Precious Achua to like a small minor deal just to put somebody on the books to keep them eligible to have enough players. Like the big deal is to keep OG. That has been reported. They don't want to get off of OG. Tom Thibodeau loves OG Anunoby. Y'all saw him in the playoffs. Y'all saw the record they had on on the court when Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle left. They're not losing OG Anunoby. They have his bird rights. They want to keep him, right? And I'm not just saying it, I'm actually putting it on the screen. Right? They have his bird rights, meaning they can offer him more than any other team in free agency, which obviously that's what he wants. So there's all signs to point that OG Anunoby will be returning back to the New York Knicks. But like I said, there's another team that I feel like that he has even, if you want to talk about pay and a role, that could actually maybe even outdo the Knicks, because OG has a championship already. Even though he wasn't part of the run, I think OG's looking to show everybody what he's really about. I think he's at that age now where he hasn't been an all-star, he hasn't been an all-NBA team player. He's a very good defender. I think he's trying to show himself to be, deserving of a big payday and actually deserving of a role. I think he wants to be appreciated. So if the Knicks can look at it like, well, they can make him his second option, third option worse, then you might get a chance to keep him there. But there's a team that I feel like no doubt he would be the second option. It might even be the first option, and they have enough money to get him. So I'm gonna let y'all figure that one out, but I'm gonna speak on that one later. And but like I said, the Knicks want to keep all these wings to compete, and they definitely have the money to do so. If they give OG, like I said, a $35 million, they still be a little bit over the first apron. They might be a little bit over they might be actually a little bit over just the luxury tax, and they might just only be over the first apron, depending on what they do with Hardenstein. So Isaiah Hardenstein, they might end up losing. They might end up losing Isaiah Hardenstein, which I don't know if they're really wanting to do that, especially with Mitchell Robinson's injury. So, but again, their priority is to keep OG, and if that means getting rid of Hardenstein, losing him, well, they're gonna probably roll with that dice because they like looking at it like we got the personnel to defeat Boston, right? Two-way wings, tough, gritty guys, and another thing too. All these guys crash the boards. Josh Hart crashed the boards. Mitchell Robinson crashes the boards. Dante DiVincenzo crashes the board. Julius Randle crashes the board. So they have enough pieces to survive without a traditional big man. Isaiah Hardenstein really was a big piece off of just, so many of the guys for the Knicks going down. But they have enough salary cap space to sign OG to the contract that he wants. And they have enough salary cap. If Isaiah Hardenstein leaves, they can go ahead and sign Precious Achua and then possibly Alec Burks to complete their 14-man rotation. So the Knicks are in a good spot. They're in a good place. And like I said, Mikal Bridges is a very, very big, signing for them. And, we'll see what happens for the duration. And until next time, respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull out, pace, out of here like swim well.
I'm feeling good, feeling alright tonight. I'm feeling good now. Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood, homie. Yeah, little ride. I feel good, I feel alright. Cruising through my neighborhood on a warm summer night. I feel good. That's right, I feel good now. It's summer night. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on, drop all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. I just kicked it at home. I polished up the chrome, called the Ruka on the phone, let her know I'm home alone. It's 7:30 and the sun's going down. It's a summer night and the fun's going down. I pick her up and she looks all dolled up, sitting passenger in my rag and Paula. Yeah, I let her know that she looks beautiful to me. The world's an ugly place, but she is such a sight to see. The kind of woman that would put up a fight for me. The kind that wants to spend the summer nights with me. The temp was 80 and I'm cruising with my lady, playing some Rafi Bagan. Ooh, baby, baby. I see my homeboys and the cruising in the ride with their ladies sitting by their side. People think we look crazy, but I think we look classy. But then again, that's only if you ask me. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on, drop all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. My homeboys throwing the backyard boogies, so everybody gets together to unwind, relax and have a fun time. The DJ spinning, so I grab the mic and be like, ain't nothing like them summer nights. The party's packed with beautiful women and the gang of the homies that wanna get with them. And they'll say anything just to hit them. And it's usually a nice summer night when they did them. I don't know, it must be something in the air. Can't help but have a good time because the feeling is there. To some people, the feeling is rare. They're at the past saying, God damn, I wish I was there. To have a drink, have a token, hook up with someone fine, but the kind that looks up. Gotta keep some pisto in the cup. Party until the sun comes up, but we give up. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on, drop all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Them summer nights can keep a smile on your face. Gotta try to have a good time with your life, otherwise it's just a waste. Either way, I'm gonna party just in case. Like Prince party like it was 99 and 87, 88. I couldn't ask for no better weather. I'm right next to the Pacific, to be specific. The candy paint job glows under the moonlight as I close out my summer night and say goodnight. It's time to put the top up and park it, drop it, unplug the ground, roll up the windows and lock it. Walk in the pad and fall into bed as she lays on my chest to rest her sleepy head. And we do this all night long, from dusk till dawn. But it's not quite the same when summer nights are gone. But even when they're gone, it won't be long. 8 more months and once again it's on. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on, drop all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop.